Yes.
Hello and welcome to another IELTS speaking practice by IELTS Johnny. So today, class IELTS 43, there are two students now, Mr. Trio and Miss Trúc. Okay, and they are going to do their regular speaking practice. So let's start with part one first, okay? I need to expand this one a little bit and I'm gonna put on like the notepad here so I can write things down for you. Okay, so let's start with part one. Let's choose something. Okay, let's do topic number 76. It's ice cream. So, Mr. Do you like ice cream?
Yes, I love ice creams. My favorite flavors is vanilla. It is quite basic,
Base,
but
it's quite basic.
basic.
Basic. It's quite basic. Well, actually, vanilla is used a lot for ice cream and chocolate as well. So, how about you, Mr. Trill? Do you like ice cream?
Mm. Actually, ice cream is one of my favorite food when I was a small boy up to now. And I
Me too.
like eating ice creams in the summer day. It really interesting in bring me a special feeling.
It
Um,
brings you a lot of special feelings, I see. And do you eat ice cream a lot, Mr. Trio?
Not really, not too much. Sometimes I have ice cream with my friends when we go to the coffee shop. Or I buy some ice cream and put them in the refrigerator.
I
And when I have free
see.
time, I will eat one.
I see. How about you, Mr. Do you eat ice cream a lot?
So I love eating ice creams, but
Ice cream, ice
I
cream.
ice cream, but I don't eat a lot because I easily
You can easily get
get
fat, no?
get a sour thought.
Oh, I can. So you can easily get soft throat, I see. And well, I like ice cream, but because I'm a teacher, so I try to stay away from cold drinks or
Mhm.
cold food.
Oh, yes.
Even though I like ice cream, yes, but I have to stay away from cold drink or cold food sometimes. So, did you eat ice cream as a child?
Oh, when I was a child, I loved eating ice cream. And I remember that whenever I have a chance, uh, when I receive any money from my mom,
From my
I
mother, from my mother,
from
cẩn
my
thận, mother, chứ
from,
phải mum nha. Không dùng
from
những
my
từ không trịnh trọng trong IELTS nha. Try to not use mum, dad, kid in IELTS, okay? Use mother, father, or children, or child, okay? And don't use
yes.
the word soccer, use football. Don't use wanna, gonna, use I would like to, I'm going to, okay? Remember, if you take the IELTS exam, it's a formal occasion and you need to think formally. You need to say formal things too. You need to not be informal. Okay, of course, you have to be natural as well. All right, so Mr. Trill, are there shops selling ice cream near where you live?
Mm, I live in Gavot District where a lot of mm, store around my area, so I can easily
Stores.
buy ice cream. Uh, it's with the affordable price and various kind of ice cream.
Various kind of ice cream, I see. So, so you often support them by buying from them?
Yes, sometimes when I have time or I cross by the store, I buy some ice creams for me and the roommate, the other members living together with me.
Yes. How about you, Mr. Would you like to make your own ice cream?
Oh, honest, to be honest, I used to make.
my own ice creams.
Ice
Because
cream.
ice cream because my major is food technology development, so I can make my own ice creams easily. And of course, because my favorite flavor is vanilla, so I usually make vanilla ice creams at the weekend.
Vanilla ice cream in the weekend, right?
Vanilla ice creams in the weekend.
You know, ice cream is actually quite easy to make if you have a machine to do that. Like, I think you can use a slow blender for that. You know a slow blender. Máy ép chậm á. I think it's a slow blender, and you can use that machine to make ice cream, as far as I remember. I mean, well, how about you, Mr. Trio? Would you like to make your own ice cream? It would be cheaper. You know what
Yeah.
you're eating. Yeah?
The fact that I am not clever enough to make my ice cream. However, I like to
Now,
mix.
come on. We have a lot of instructions on YouTube or somewhere, you know. It's not about being clever, I think. Just do it, I think.
But I prefer to mix the other ingredients to make my own flavor.
To mix the other ingredients.
Yeah.
To make my
For example, flavor.
own flavor. You mean to make my own flavor?
Yes. It's a unique flavor for myself.
So you want to make your own unique flavor.
Yeah.
You want to make your own unique flavor for your own, I see. Like what kind of flavor? Can you give example?
For example, I usually mix the strawberry flavor together with the mint flavor.
Peppermint, you mean? Like some kind of peppermint, right?
No,
peppermint, yeah.
Bạc hà là mint hay là peppermint?
Mint is basically, there are like 100 different kind of mints, you know? But peppermint là bạc hà cay. Well, there are different, like 100 different kind of mints.
And
we sorry?
Strawberry mint, strawberry.
Yes. So basically, we have different kind of mint. This is peppermint. It's strong and it's spicy, you know? It's like pepper.
Yeah.
You also have something called spearmint. Spearmint is much sweeter. You can find them in chewing gum. Yes. And there's also something called chocomint. It actually tastes a bit like chocolate, you know? Wait, chocolate.
Yeah. This is the flavor I mentioned.
Oh, chocomint is excellent.
Yeah, chocomint.
We also have chocomint leaves, you know. I used to grow one of them. They actually look like, they look and sometimes they smell like chocolate too, you know.
Well, I have never known it before.
It's chocolate mint leaves. You can find them in you can find them. There are a lot of gardens in Govap district. They sell mint, and you can find chocolate mint. It's actually cheap, you know, 40,000 Vietnam dong for like, I think, a pot of plant. All right. So that's part one of ice cream. Let's try 77, which is about history. So, Mr. Trill, do you like to read books about history?
I like history. However, I don't really like to read the books because they are too long, and I don't have a good memory to remember all the events in the past.
Yes, I say. How about you, Miss Stroke? Do you like to read books about history?
It depends on the way that books show me, because history is really boring in some way. So if the books about histories is interesting enough to for me to read on the books, I think that I want to try reading a book about histories.
Yes. All right, I see. So, Miss Trúc, when was the last time you read a book about history then?
If I didn't remember the last time I read a book about history. To be honest, I don't like to read book about history at all. So, but many histories information that I have to learn at school. For example,
School. To
for
learn
example,
in school.
in school. For example, I have to learn history as a subject.
And then becomes boring.
Though it's boring, but sometimes it's not make me have make me brainstorm like other subjects such as math or scientist.
It's just mere so it's just mere remembering, you mean memorizing. It's just mere memorizing. Nó chỉ đơn thuần là ghi nhớ thôi. It's just mere memorizing facts and figures, right? Well, that is a very bad thing about Vietnamese history. It's just mere memorizing facts and figures because it was not taught in the right way, you know? So that's why a lot of people find it very boring. So, Mr. Trio, do you like history as a subject in your school and why? Like you can talk about like your school years when you had to learn history.
Yeah, I had to learn history during my childhood in school years, and I like this subject. Even it's were a little difficult for me to remember, but I think history plays an important role to students to make them feel to understand the lifestyle in of a country, the memory who create our world today, and history can help the student to have a good sense in their country and to understand other related subjects. So I think it should be a compulsory subject at school.
I see, and it's a compulsory subject in school, you mean?
Yeah.
I see. So, Mr. Trio, have you visited any history museum? Okay, look at the word museum. Okay. Have you visited any history museums?
Yeah. When I was the fresh year student, I used to visit Ho Chi Minh Museum. It's the famous place next to my university and it's Nha Rồng Harbor. When I came there, I found a lot of necessary information about Ho Chi Minh and understand more about his life and his his work. A great man who devotes to Vietnam lives today.
Bird, you mean? Say again, please. Can you?
Who help Vietnam a lot and create a great Vietnam as today.
I see. So back to the topic of reading a book. So, Mr. Trill, when was the last time you read a book about history? And do you remember what it say?
Yeah, a few months ago when I studied the subject interpreting, I have to
Interpreting.
Yeah, interpreting. I have to interpret some videos related to history, and the teacher give us the information. So I've searched a lot of book about Vietnamese war defeat U.S. Army.
And
And
like you research about a lot of books about how the Vietnamese army defeated the US army, right?
yes,
Right, I see. So, Mr. Do you think history is important?
Because I don't like history, but I know that is
History.
history.
History. Okay.
Though I don't like history, but I know that it's really important because it helps us understand the past and the present.
Mhm.
There are many lessons from the past that can help us avoid wasting efforts to learn about many valuable lessons. And it's like a shortcut for
Shortcut.
people, prevent them from making mistakes.
And preventing them from making mistakes. I see. I see. All right. So what do you think, Mr. Trio? Do you think history is important?
Yeah, as I mentioned, history play an important role to student, and in our life, we can live without history. It reminds us about
It
our
reminds
ancestors.
us. It reminds us.
Yeah, it
It
reminds us
reminds us about
our ancestor.
ancestor.
Yeah,
Ancestor.
yeah. In special events of a country.
You mean special occasions, special
Yeah,
events,
about
holidays?
country. Yeah,
You mean holidays, special holidays of the country, no?
yeah. And also our grateful to the one who have
It teaches us, okay, let's just say grateful is an adjective, okay? Từ. So it teaches us to
yeah,
be grateful
who, yeah, to the old generation.
to the previous
Yeah,
generation who sacrifice
yeah, for our
a lot,
peace.
who sacrifice a lot for our liberty.
Yeah.
Cho sự tự do của chúng ta. Yes, of course. So, Mr. Trill, do you like to watch programs on TV about history?
Yes, I love watching videos about history. Um, in some ways, reading may be boring, but video about history can help us easily understand and remember the details. The details. Yeah, yeah.
The
And
details.
videos easy um, to influence us more than reading. I mean the image from the videos is easily more easily to remember than the words in a book.
Then the words. Okay,
Yeah,
words. Like than the words in
yeah,
books. Nói chung nhẹ giọng giảm giọng xuống nó sẽ làm em đỡ mất năng lượng, đỡ mất sức hơn. Trên tiếng
yeah,
Anh nó tự nhiên hơn đó.
yeah,
Remember to
yeah,
lower your voice, your tone, so
yeah,
you have more energy to speak more, and also it sounds more natural
yeah.
than the words in books. Right. What do you think, Mr. Do you like watching movies or documentaries related to history? Documentaries can be like 1 or 2 hours long, or they can be split into, they can be split. It's a past participle. It can be split into many episodes, you know, chia thành nhiều tập. Tư liệu chia thành nhiều tập. Like sometimes documentaries can be split into many episodes. Like every episode's like half an hour, something like that on TV, you know. So, Miss Stroke, do you like watching movies or documentaries related to history?
Honestly, it's really boring to me.
Đó hả nè
But
xem.
I don't.
Yes, I'm still here. Someone.
But surprisingly, I enjoy programs about the history of civilizations, especially Egypt's civilizations. I love watching how people uncover the mysteries of the pyramids. It's my favorite part. The stories, which mysteries will cultivate my
Cultivate.
curiosity.
Will
Curiosity.
cultivate my curiosity. Curiosity.
Curiosity.
Curiosity. I cannot write APA like IPA, okay? Mình không có đánh máy được cái phát âm nguyên âm phát âm APA đâu nha. So I just gonna write it in Vietnamese way. I mean curiosity. It cultivates my curiosity, you know, because a lot of people they were complaining about me not writing it in IPA, you know. So that's why I have to say it, okay? Well, so what were you saying, Mr. About cultivate your curiosity?
Yes, I think sometimes it depends on the way those movies or documentaries show their information for their audience who are watching them. It is really interesting. They can catch audience attention. So that's why I love watching some programs about histories of civilization, like I said.
Like I said.
Like I said.
Right, but what do you think it's better? Okay, like some people they watch movies, or some people they watch documentaries related to history. So, Mr. What do you think is a better way, like to learn about history? Movies or documentaries or anything else? Which one?
In my opinions, I think that movies will be a better way for people to learn history, because when they make a movie, they need to inspire their idea to their audience
To the audience.
to the audience in a very interesting methods that in order to catch their audience attention. Sometimes documentaries just show information and some documents in the past, and it's not really have a good connection that make people pay on their attention in watching them.
Well, so what do you think, Mr. Trill? Which one is a good way to learn about history?
Yeah, I think learning online is a better way to learn history. By videos or short film, you can easily to access the information, and with the support from the internet, you can learn anywhere history anywhere, and can search any information about historical information.
Historical information, you mean? Historical information.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know the difference between historic and historical? So historic means important.
Yeah.
Important in terms of history. But historical, it's only an adjective. It means related to history. Một
Yeah.
cái á, historic là nó mang cái tầm quan trọng về lịch sử, còn historical là từ có nghĩa liên quan lịch sử thôi.
Yeah.
So, like for example, the Independence Palace, the Independent Palace is historical. Why? Because it was where the previous government worked, you know? It's where the
Yeah.
previous government worked. It's an historic place. And also it's historical too. Nó vừa là mang tính quan trọng lịch sử, nó vừa liên quan lịch sử luôn. But a lot of French colonial houses, colonial style houses in Saigon are only historical. They're not that important, you know. Rất là nhiều cái tòa nhà mà có phong cách thuộc địa của Pháp á, ở vì Sài Gòn nó chỉ mang tính lịch sử thôi, chứ nó không có là quan trọng gì cả. A lot of French colonial houses or colonial style houses in Saigon are only historical. All right, so back to the question. So, Mr. Trio, what do you think is the best ways to learn history?
So I think the best way to learn history is to have some video which summarize the historical information.
Historical information.
Yeah. And the teacher should have some group discussion to make the student, to make the student have the argumentative sense of history.
It's good to be argumentative. No, I think it's good to debate.
Yeah, debate.
To debate.
Yeah. About
debate events and meanings.
Yeah.
Of battles, for example.
Yeah.
To debate events, không có nhớ từ nha. There's no preposition here. See, discuss, debate, argue. So debate and discuss. There's no preposition. Remember, to debate or discuss events and meaning of battles. So what else do you say?
Also, we can have some tour to historic place such as museum or any other history area to help the student understand more about the past.
I see. So, Ms. Strook, what historical event do you find most interesting then?
Talking about historical event. Historical event that I find most interesting is especially to my countries. I think it is April 30th.
April the 30th, right? In 1975?
Yes, in 1975. And it marks an important milestone in
So basically, it marked an important milestone. Cái cột mốc quan trọng. Đánh dấu một cột mốc quan trọng. It marked an important milestone.
It marked an important
Important milestone
in our history. On that day, our country was unified after a long period of divisions between the North and South.
After a long period of division division. A division between the north, the central, and the south, right?
Yes. And not only for me, but also for everyone who are Vietnamese people. I think that it's really important historical event.
I say, right. So, Mr. Trill, what about you? What historical event do you find most interesting?
I think one of the most interesting historical events is
Historical
the
event.
second
Historical
yeah,
event.
historical event is the the 2nd of September in
1945.
1945. Yeah, when our President Ho Chi Minh declared our independence from
Very good.
from the other enemies. Um, it's it's a really proud and really đáng tự hào.
It's something. It's something.
Kinh.
It's something worth being proud about.
Yeah, a
Remember,
proud.
because proud is a adjective. You need to be here, okay?
Yeah.
It's something worth being proud about. Nó một cái gì đó rất đáng tự hào. It's something worth being proud about.
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
The day is also a special occasion for all Vietnamese and until the next generations.
To the next generation? You mean to the future, right?
Yeah, to the future.
I
Các thế hệ mai
say.
sau, các thế hệ mai sau.
What do you say?
Ý em là các thế hệ mai sau.
To the future generation. It's
Yeah.
something worth being proud about to tell the future generations about.
Yeah.
You know. So, Mr. Trio, do you think the internet is a good place to learn about history?
Nowadays, internet plays a vital role.
The internet.
The internet plays a vital role
The internet.
Yeah, the internet. And history is supported by internet a lot.
By
Then the history learning is supported a lot by internet.
Okay.
Yeah. We can search information faster and easier. Besides, we also can compare the information from different sources.
Different sources, right?
Yeah, different sources. And with videos or clips transferred from a book, we can learn about history quickly.
You can learn history quickly, yeah.
Yeah. And I can see some forum or some group in the internet where people can discuss about historical information.
Careful, discuss not with preposition. Không có giới từ nha. They can discuss historical information, right?
Yeah.
They can discuss historical information. All right, but you know, a lot of information there, just like it's just opinions, right? And a lot of them is fake, just fake, and it's not real, right?
Yes. So we have to compare and double check the information.
You have to double check information.
The different websites.
You have to compare and double check information on these websites. Well, what do you think, Mr.? Do you think the internet is a good place to learn about history?
I think the internet is a good starting point for learning about history. However, as I mentioned, it is only a beginning because Sometimes with just a click, ample information on historical keywords that researchers need will appear. The reliability of that information is often low. So if researchers truly want to understand historical events deeply and accurately, they need reliable sources such as materials in libraries and official documentaries, as I think.
I see. All right. Okay, we can go on to another IELTS speaking part one because there's a lot of part one that I think is difficult. But even though they're difficult, you need to do them. Okay, you need to go through them. And I think we did 74 before. Yeah, we did. Weird. Why 59 is only like a few questions? Okay, let's try 55 then, about doing or watching sports. So, Mr. Trio, do you like sports? What sport do you like?
I'm a lazy one, so I don't really like sport. But I play badminton when I have time, in the weekend with my friends.
Okay, so where do you learn how to do it then?
Um, when I was a university student, we have a subject to learn some sport, and badminton
You
it
mean
was one of the,
physical education?
yeah, yes,
PE.
a physical education subject.
Right. Can you talk about it? Can you talk more about it?
Uh, and we and the teacher taught us how to play this sport. And I found that badminton was suitable for me. So I I learned how to play it well. Um,
I see. Well, it was the same for me though. I actually
yeah,
do like playing badminton, but I have not had a chance to do that much, you know. What about
only
you?
few
Okay,
weekends.
so are there other sports, like for example, swimming? Have you learned how to swim? Yes, right?
Swimming.
Yeah, swimming.
Uh, my hometown is next to the coast, and my house is very near the beach. However, I
The
don't know how to
beach.
swim.
My
The
home is my house is very near to the beach.
beach. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah.
very
However,
near to
I
the
don't know
beach.
how to swim.
Do you know how to swim?
Yeah, I don't know I don't know how to
I
swim.
think you need to learn that. It's a
Yeah,
survival skill, you know?
yes. But I have plan to learn to swim soon.
Mm. I think the only thing that you're learning you are swimming right now, it's swimming in deadlines.
Yeah.
Yeah, swimming in
Uh,
deadlines. When you work, you have to swim in deadlines now.
yeah. But I need to lose some weight, so I have to exercise a lot.
Oh, I see. Mr. Please, so do you like sports? What sports do you like?
I don't like sport, but I think watching sport isn't a bad idea,
It's not a bad idea.
as I don't need to be very active while watching them.
Active.
Active while watching them, such as I can watch football
Mhm.
every time there is um as a show. I
Yes.
think it's just just sometime I opened my televisions and show football games, programs by chance
Programs.
programs by chance, and I can watch it. In my opinion, I think sport is not suitable with me at all, but it's quite popular for people nowadays because it's provide various benefits for people health. And as an audience, I think sometimes it's quite interesting to saw people compete with each other.
I see. Well, and Miss Brooke, did you learn sports when you were a child?
When I was a child, I learned sport as a subject. I remember that at that time I had to learn badminton as a sport because I choose it because it is the easiest sport that I think that I taught at the time. And because it's just a subject.
It's just a small little part in PE, I think. It's just a small little part in physical education. And everyone, well, we were taught just a little bit of them. But these days, I think these days, high school students can choose to go to the school gym, you know. So a lot of them actually becomes much bigger and they look better because they go to gym, you know. So why is sports important then, Mr. Trill? What do you know? Why is it important?
Yeah. After a long day of studying or working, we need to relax, and sport help us to relieve stress as well as to help us to have
Okay, I
more
think I
energy.
believe that it's good to know the word relieve.
Yeah,
To relieve stress, not release stress, okay?
Yeah,
Cái chữ
relieve
xả stress nó có ý nghĩa trong tiếng Anh á, nó không có release stress mà nó là relieve stress, okay?
relieve stress.
Giảm stress. We say relieve stress or reduce stress, okay?
Yeah.
Be careful.
Yes.
Okay.
To
What else?
have a fit body, important can help us to lose some weight. When doing sport, we have time to use energy input in our body, and we to make a stronger physique.
Physique.
Cái thể chất.
Okay, thể chất là chữ physique mượn tiếng Pháp.
Yeah.
It's a
To
French
have
word that
a
English
stronger
call
physique.
physique.
Mm,
Or if you don't want to use this word, you can use the stronger body, let's just say that. Or
yeah.
physical, or you can use the adjective physical health, sức khỏe thể chất.
Yeah.
And mental health, sức khỏe tinh thần. But this word is pronounced physique, okay? Physique.
Yeah.
Physique.
Physical, yeah.
Or physical health and mental health. Okay, let's go back to that question. Why is sports important then? Let's try again.
Okay. And the last reason I think sport help us to relax as one of our hobbies. Và thể thao là một cái sở thích của mình để mình có niềm vui thôi.
Okay, so basically a sports is basically sport. It's a how can I say sport is like a hobby. What's it called?
Yeah,
Hobby. A hobby
watch. Yeah,
and something that we do for fun. So
yeah,
basically it's a hobby, joy, and it's something just like a hobby, a joy, or something people do as a routine, you know,
yeah.
a routine. All right. So, Mr. Trio, do you think students need more exercise? Hello? Do you think students need more exercise? Wait, is there something with the net? Ủa mạng bị vấn đề hả mọi người? Something wrong?
Không, bên em
Em
So im vậy? Well, I'm asking you, Mr. Trio. Do you think students need more exercise?
uh,
Okay, think about students these days. Do you think they study a lot? Do you think they sit a lot? Are they getting fat? Something like that? And do
yeah.
you think students need more exercise?
I think students need to do exercise every day before starting their lesson. It helps them to have a good start to learn new things at school. Uh, and physical education is important because students need to have a good physics to make sure
Physique.
that they
Physique.
physics to make
Physique.
sure that they have enough condition to
You
study.
mean energy, to have enough energy
Yeah,
and motivation to study, right?
yeah,
Động lực nữa nha.
yeah,
Well, basically, energy and motivation, they goes together, you know. If you don't
yeah,
have the energy, you don't have the motivation.
yes.
Right. So what do you think, Mr. Do you think students need more exercise these days?
I totally agree that students need more exercise because nowadays they have to study many subjects and need to sit almost all day at school, which can lead to health problems about physical and mental health, of course, such as obesity
Obesity. Yes.
obesity, and it's really not good for their health at all. I think sports are a simpler method for therapy than medications because it can make students more comfortable, and they can sometimes provide a little of time for fun and communicate with others than just
Sitting
stick
there and
their
study all the time, right?
stick their eye on books every
You
time.
can use the expressions to glue their eyes, giống như dán mắt vô, to glue their eyes on the screen, on the laptop or on the phone screen, on the phone screen. Yeah. All right. So, Mr. Do you enjoy? Okay. So, do you enjoy watching sports on TV or on your electronic device? Why not?
I think that I enjoy watching sport on TV than electronic device because in my home, there is a big screen, television with a big screen. So I think it's more comfortable when I can sit on my bed and enjoy any programs such as sport
program.
and the programs such as sport. And those I don't like sport so much.
No,
But
I don't like sports so much. Yes.
When there are some important football programs such like Vietnamese team competes with other country.
Okay.
I think I will watch them because I want to support my country.
Oh, I see. I see. Now, so have you ever been to watch a live sport event, like in a stadium, for example, Mr. Maybe like an event for any kind of sports, like badminton, tennis. You know, there are tennis courts, right, around town, and you can watch a tennis game and a tennis court, or you can watch like a golf game and a golf course. Some golf, like golf game and a golf court, or a tennis game and tennis court. Have you ever been to watch a live sports event, Mr. It has to be live, okay? It has to be live.
I think that I used to watch a live sport event, but it's just a small event in my secondary school. I remember at that time, I watched a basketball, a basketball game competition in my schoolyard. That's a small tournament. And I remembered that I was very excited because it was the first time I watched a live sport event, and I was and I support our team because at that time my classes also took part in these tournaments, so I was excited to support my classes. And I remember that we win the toss rank.
Say again?
Our class won the toss rank.
You mean our class won the third what?
Rank.
The third prize, you mean?
The third prize.
Oh, you can just say my class. So you can just say my class came third. You know, this is it is much more natural to say my class came third. My class came first, second, or third, you know. Nó sẽ nghe rất tự nhiên hơn nhiều khi mình nói my class came third, you know. Okay, what else do you say? Okay, anyway, so Mr. Trill, is there a sport event you might like to watch in the future? Why not?
During the year, there are a lot of remarkable sport events, and I think World Cup is one of them. It's a nationwide event that everyone around the world are excited to watch. They will encourage their favorite team, and it's truly an occasion for all the fans around the world to
the fan around the
world to see
fans around the world.
Around the world to see their favorite team to to play, and although Vietnam is not one of the team to enter the final round, um, I like watching that event because uh, I can spend time to see the biggest sport event.
The biggest sport event, I
Yeah.
see. All right. So, do you think it's more enjoyable to watch sports alone or with other people? So we have the word alone. Alone.
Yeah.
Alone. Chứ phải alone nha. Not alone. Alone.
Alone.
O-N. Hả?
Yeah.
Alone. So, Mr. Trio, do you think it's more enjoyable
Yeah.
to watch sports alone or with other people?
Sport events are the occasion where we can
Occasion.
where we can come there to encourage our favorite team, and when watching together, we can have a more more fun.
Some more fun, yeah. Indeed.
Together we can yell, speak out loud to
You can yell and scream as much as you want.
Yeah, as much as you want, to share the happiness with our friends or our
To share the
family
happy
members.
moment, to share the happy moment with our friends, right?
Moment with friends or family member when our team wins, and watching in crowd, we will have a special feeling, uh, a special feeling that không thể diễn tả thành lời sao.
And share the special feeling that, yeah, okay. And to share the special feeling
Nhưng mà
that
khó tả. Cảm giác khó tả.
that can be hard to explain.
Describe.
That hard to explain or describe, you know?
Yeah.
It's very hard to describe, can be hard to describe or explain. Right, I see. What do you think, Mr. Do you think it's more enjoyable to watch sports alone or with other people?
I think watching with many people is more enjoyable. That's how I feel. I remember that once I watched a football match between Vietnam and another country with my family. And at that time, many cafes were crowded with people sitting together to watch the game. Like me and my family, they cheered and shouted, creating a very lively atmosphere. And it's atmosphere.
What?
Atmosphere.
A very glad, a very happy,
lively.
A very
lively.
A very lively atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
Okay.
That is a clear evidence to this.
I see. And is there a sport event you might want to watch in the future, Mr.
If there is a sport event that I might like to watch in the future,
I might
like to watch in the future, I think it will be basketball.
Basketball. That sounds about right.
Yes, I find that basketball is really different from other sport that Vietnamese people like, such as football, because the atmosphere of basketball is really more excited and
Exciting, exciting. Đúng rồi.
exciting
Tính từ chủ động là bị động. Careful. Exciting or excited?
exciting.
You are talking about the nature of something that is exciting, right? Nếu nói về bản chất của sự vật sự việc, phải dùng exciting. Còn cảm xúc, cảm giác, trạng thái của mình thì nó là excited. All right, let's try again.
Yes, I find that the atmosphere of basketball and other sports such as football is quite different, because I think it's more exciting, and the speed when the players create when they are playing and compete with other more faster, and make the audience become
Audience,
more,
maybe audience.
and make the audience
The audience.
and make the audience feel more excited and totally by their attentions in each movement.
Each movement or moment.
Movement.
You mean in every move of the sports, right? Of the sport game, right? Mỗi một động thái của cái trò game đó. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
All right, good. I think we can move on to part 2 and part 3 now. So, Mr. Trio, I think he knows exactly what to expect for part 2 and part 3 too. You know, right?
Yes.
You took your exam before.
After an IELTS test.
You took your exam before, so I think you know. Let's try something a bit harder. Here, 31. Describe an art exhibition. 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 Triển lãm. An art exhibition that you visited. You should say when you saw this exhibition. Exhibition. When the exhibition was held. Where? What was on display? Like, for example, you can see paintings. You can see sculpture. 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 You know, sculptures means it's like monuments, you know. It's like monuments, but sculptures, there are many different shapes of sculptures compared to monuments. Monuments basically put in the public, like, you know, exposed to the rain and the sunlight, you know. But sculptures are often kept in art museums, and there are a lot of different shapes and sizes of sculptures.
Hội chợ ẩm thực có được gọi là exhibition đúng không?
Hội chợ ẩm thực ha? You mean food court?
Yes.
Well, sometimes I think people exhibit like food culture. You know, food culture. I think it's actually a kind of art exhibition. You can talk about it, I think. Why not?
Yeah.
Because Vietnam has a lot of different kind of food which reflect it. It reflects the vast culture of the country, you know. Nó phản ánh cái văn hóa rất là to lớn của cả đất nước này, a vast culture and very varied culture. Nó đa dạng lắm luôn á, and a very vast and varied culture of the whole country, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, you can talk about that. You can explain your impression of the exhibitions. Like what impression you see when you first came there. Có ấn tượng gì không khi lần đầu tới đó chẳng hạn? Okay, and then you have part 3 of arts. Talk about what can art bring to life. think about art is it's basically just a way for humans to express themselves, you know. Là một cái cách để biểu đạt cá nhân thôi. Nghệ thuật là một cách để biểu đạt cá nhân. It helps us to express who we are, to express our feelings and opinion as well. Sometimes art can help us express our political thoughts, những cái suy nghĩ chính trị nữa nha. Like for example, some people they support feminism, you know. Feminism. Nó gọi là gì ta? Nữ quyền. Phong trào nữ quyền. So feminism is basically a movement. So basically it's a political movement to support the rights of women. A political movement, một phong trào chính trị để mà ủng hộ quyền lợi phụ nữ, to support the rights of women is feminism. And also people do art about feminism too, you know. So art can be a way to support political thoughts, political opinions, or politics in general. We can talk about politics in general. Art can be a way to help people survive, you know, to make a living too. Để kiếm sống đó nha. People can do that to make a living with art. And of course, art brings beauty, of course, beauty. And it makes life worth living. Nó làm cho cuộc đời nó đáng sống. Yeah, it's beautiful. And you can give examples, a lot of examples about this one, you know. Now, next one. Should the school system include and improve the teaching of art, and why? You know how it is. Art here is a subject in school, you know. And remember what we were taught in schools back then in high school, in art? Well, it was just classes, painting classes about, how can I say, the history of arts in many European countries, you know. Mình chỉ được học về lịch sử của nghệ thuật ở trong nhiều đất nước châu Âu thôi. The history of art in many European countries, and also we learn how to paint, how to, you know, just painting, you know, that's all. And most of the time, yes, people enjoy it, but to be honest, it could be improved, yeah. Some schools, they also teach people how to play the piano, the guitar, the violin, or other kind of instruments. But in general, you do not see art as a subject in senior high school, you know, trường cấp 3. You only see that in junior high school. It means secondary school, you know, trường cấp 2. Which is a shame, yeah? It's a shame. Một sự hổ thẹn. Well, and what do you think? And how could it be improved? Think about it. Would there be more hours where people can do art? Should there be more activities in art? Should there be competition in art? Something like that, you know? Next question. Do people have different concepts of art? Con người ta có những cái khái niệm khác về nghệ thuật không? So think about like, what is art to someone can be different in another person. Like for example, when you see someone singing, someone will say, "Oh, that's a nice voice, very nice sound." But another person may be like, "Oh my God, that's terrible. Why would someone let her dare to sing?" Something like that, you know. And when someone looking at, let's say, something on display on arts exhibition, you may say, wow, this concept of art, it's new is exciting, but someone else might not agree with you. They might think that what's on display is just trash, you know. So think about that, different concepts of art. Do we humans view art differently? Có một cái nó nhìn giống art thì những người khác lại thấy nó không phải hay là art. You know, it depends on, it's very subjective, you know.
Yeah.
It's very subjective. Nó chủ quan lắm. It's not objective enough, you know. Okay, so why are some artworks expensive? So why are some artworks expensive? Like, for example, you know, Picasso, when he was alive, he was very poor. He produced about 2,000 paintings, I think, but he only managed to sell one of them when he was alive, and he was actually very, very poor. When he's dead, when he passed away already, then he became famous, and people start to sell his paintings for very high prices, you know. But why? Why are some artworks expensive? Is it because people just keep buying and selling, you know? Buying and sell and reselling actually. And because of that, the prices just keep going up. Is that? Or is it because of other reasons? What do you think? Now, why do some people like to collect famous paintings? Is it just a hobby? Tại sao một số người thích sưu tầm những tranh vẽ nổi tiếng? You have to think for yourself why. Think about the fact that it improves the social standing or social status when people purchase famous painting, you know, and displays it on their walls. So when guests coming in, they will be very amazed to see those famous paintings. And of course, the social status of the owner will improve. Nó cải thiện cái địa vị xã hội nha. Nó giống như là em mua đồ xịn, mua đồ đẳng cấp vậy đó. It's the same as when you buying like expensive items. All right, so that's one of my reasons. Other people, that sometimes they collect famous painting because they think, of course, it's a kind of investment. It's a kind of investment because they know that those famous paintings will keep increasing in price. So when something happen, if they encounter financial difficulties, những khó khăn về tài chính, nếu họ gặp những khó khăn tài chính thì sao? They can just sell those famous paintings, you know, and they'll be okay. That could be a kind of investment, a way to invest, I think. So what do you think? Okay, let's have some time to think about this question. Okay, Mr. Q first, please. Describe an art exhibition that you visited.
I used to visit an art exhibition.
Okay.
It was
Wait. Let Miss Trúc say it first, okay? Để Trúc làm trước đi. Okay, please do it again.
Nói thì tôi em mà đúng không?
Trúc mà. Hai bạn đều tên chữ trò mà.
Yeah. I used to visit an art exhibition called The Work and Life of Van Gogh. It was an interactive, multi-sensory exhibition and were organized in a shopping center. It was licensed from abroad. Before that, many exhibitions with that theme
Okay.
were organized in many countries, and in Vietnam, it was the first time. And because I had a chance to visit, I feel very I feel very lucky.
Mhm.
As its name, the way it's conveyed Van Gogh's spirit left everyone in surprise. I feel that it's a word present in the landscape paintings created by the artist, thanks to 3D technology.
You mean the 3D technology? Right, I see.
What I particularly appreciated was that in addition to the highlight of the artworks, it also allowed viewers to immerse themselves through activities like music.
Immerse themselves in activities.
Immerse
Right.
themselves through activities like live music performances, painting sessions themed around
Sessions. Okay, 20 seconds more. 20 giây nữa.
painting session themed around Van Gogh works, and numerous interesting activity.
Okay, good enough. 3 phút rồi đó. It took you 3 minutes for this one. Please remember, you have only maximum 2 minutes, okay? Try to focus on what you should say. Tập trung mấy you should say nha. Okay, Mr. Trio, please describe an art exhibition that you visited.
Yeah. I will mention about the exhibition celebrated last month in my company birthday party. The board of directors celebrate a special day called Family Day, and we have an art exhibition about this topic. On that day, a lot of picture and painting which were taken by children of staff uh, are displayed at the office. The painting art so colorful and creative. Some painters are still very young, just 5 or 7 years old, but they are very smart to make a good painting. And the painting are more about family members, family memories, or other special moments. Um, the exhibition is a place where children can have opportunities to express their love to their beloved members, and also a place that they can show their talents and ability. Um, some painting are very simple, but I was so impressed because it is reflected the children's
It reflected the
uh, children's hobby, and I think the exhibition is really remarkable events of our company.
Okay, good enough. All right.
Yeah.
All right, I think it's good enough. Now let's go to part 3 of arts then. So, Mr. What can art bring to life then? 31.
For me, art can bring numerous values
Numerous
value
value
to life.
numerous value to
Numerous value to life. For example, bowls and poets and writers express their personal thoughts through their works,
Mhm.
and that's the way they criticizing
Mhm.
negative aspects and appreciate beauty in a very subtle way. It
In a very
conveys
subtle way. Very good. Trong một cách rất là nhẹ nhẹ, rất là in a very subtle way. In a subtle way. Okay, very good. I like the way you say it. Anything else?
they convey their message to the
The
audience
audience.
to the audience that can sometimes be much more effective
Mhm.
than moral lessons at school. And moreover, art is also created to serve the entertainment needs for people. For example, music is a great way to reduce stress, not only for the listener, but also for the composer. Because playing an instrument or singing is also a form of entertainment, I think.
Entertainment. It's also a form of entertainment. Yeah.
A form of entertainment, I think.
I see. Right. Okay. So what do you think, Mr. Trio? What can art bring to life?
Mm. Mm, Art is very popular in our life because of its benefits.
All right. I would like to point to the word popular or common. Okay. Popular means like it is used by a lot of people. Thông dụng.
Yeah.
But it also means that it is known by a lot of people.
Yes.
Được nhiều người biết tới. But the right word here you should use is common, thường thấy.
Common.
Okay, the right word here. So
Yeah.
art is very common. You can often see it very common in our life now. Okay.
Yeah. Went off. Firstly, art is simply satisfy someone's hobby or their desire.
Mhm.
Art can help us to create a beautiful life through painting.
Okay.
People can give their opinion or their point of view in something around them. It's also captured our beautiful
Imagination,
place.
right?
Yeah,
It capture our imagination.
yeah. Or about a beautiful place or a special event. Uh, an an artwork is also a special thing which we spend a lot of time in uh, to a lot of time to create. So it's a vô giá là gì anh? Không nhớ nè.
Priceless.
It's a can it's
Priceless.
in
Vô
some
giá.
way art is priceless.
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 Sometimes, of course, in a way, art is priceless.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Trill, should the school system include and improve the teaching of art, and why, Mr. Trill?
Yeah. At school, students have to learn a lot of subjects, but art is an independent
You mean it's
không
a
thể
compulsory subject? It's a
yeah,
thể thiếu được.
yeah.
It's I suddenly forgot that word. So it's a part that you cannot
indispensable
leave it out. You cannot leave without. Indispensable. Yeah, very good. It's indispensable indispensable part.
Yes.
Một không thể thiếu.
Of
It's indispensable part of the school curriculum, right?
yeah. Through art, students can learn about creativity as well as the color, the point of view, and the teacher can help them to make their own picture or their
To make their
painting.
own features, right? To make
Yeah,
their
own,
own.
their own,
ON nha. Đó là
yeah,
own thôi
own,
nha. To
the
make their
own,
own.
yeah, all the work art.
To make their own work of art, right?
Yeah, art can nurture student uh, spirit life, and without art, the student life is um, support. Art also support them to learn other subjects well. In conclusion, uh, the school should improve the teaching of art to help students have a better school result.
Okay, I see. Right, but it's still not very clear how you can improve the teaching of art or not, you know. Vẫn chưa rõ. Like, for example, would you recommend the
Yeah.
curriculum to
Mm,
have more hours of art? Because there's only like
mm,
2 hours of art in a
yeah.
week, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
I still remember. Wait, it's not 2 hours, it's 45 minutes actually. Có 45 phút
Yeah.
mà.
Yeah. At school, the teacher can allow student to make the student uh, make an art without limitation. Uh, the school should celebrate some exhibitions for students to show their creativity. Mm, the teacher
Creativity.
activity. Student can have opportunity to visit some museum of art and um, the school should tell them some story about art to make them understand more about the
Right,
origin.
about the whole
Yeah,
meanings of those works of art, right?
yeah, about the
Right.
meaning or the concept of the art
Concept.
concept.
Concept. Nhưng mà đọc. But a
Concept.
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 Okay, what do you think, Mr.? Should the school system include and improve the teaching of art, and why?
Because the value of art for the mental life of
You mean
individuals.
for mental life? What do you mean? Đời sống tinh
I
thần
mean,
ha?
yes,
For I think well, I'm sure it's not mental life, you know, it's for our hobbies and for our minds. Let's just say for our minds. Okay, it's not mental life or spiritual life, you know, because the word spiritual life means different. Spiritual life means something with stones, something with the energy, something with those things, you know. Mấy cái đá, mấy cái năng lượng mới chính là cái đời sống tâm linh, spiritual life. Nhưng mà đời sống tinh thần nó là khác nha, không phải mental life đâu. I'm sure it's not mental life. It's how about entertainment? Our
okay.
recreational, or our recreation for our recreational, for our hobby, something like that.
Yes,
It's good food. Let's just say it's good food for our soul. Okay, it's good food for our soul. Nó là thức ăn cho tâm hồn tốt. Yeah. Okay.
yes.
What else then?
Yes. I've always bought this idea. Not very family can afford to enroll their children in private courses for some time. So the school system should include and improve the teachings of art. So they can create an accessible pathway for children to explore art. It can be a way to cultivate their souls and teach them valuable lessons valuable lessons in a gentle and in a subtle manner, rather than through heavy and bright motor lessons.
Okay.
Besides that, arts can be seen as a hobby that children can improve their their skill in the, communication and perspective about perspective about aesthetics aesthetics
Aesthetic.
aesthetics
Aesthetic basically is thẩm mỹ, but it can also be an adjective too. Aesthetic value.
Aesthetics
Aesthetic value, giá trị thẩm mỹ. All right.
Aesthetics value.
Okay, what else? Well,
and so because nowadays I see that many schools are not really invest
they
in
don't really invest in art, right?
In art, right? Limited hours for teaching art.
Well, that's their loss, not ours.
And not in an inadequate or qualified teacher.
You mean inadequate numbers of qualified teachers.
Numbers of qualified teacher.
Không đủ số lượng của những giáo viên có đầy đủ bằng cấp, đầy đủ phẩm chất để dạy đó. Yeah, of course, inadequate numbers of qualified teachers, and of course, our teachers, we don't get paid that much, you know, which is very sad. Very, very sad. Now, so, Mr. Trio, what do you think? Do people have different concepts of art, and why? Think about how people view art, you know?
Yeah. In my opinion, there are lots of concepts of art concepts depends on our thoughts because we are having different points of view, so we have different definition of art. The different people on a different audience group, they will limit the art in their concept. People living in different country will have different origin, will have different points of view in our art, and sometimes our feeling will determine our concept of an artwork, and finally we don't have the same hobby and have the same
what? We don't have same what?
Same
hobbies.
Yeah.
Right.
So we will have various ideas about art.
Various ideas about art, and of course, what is considered art for someone will not be art for another. Yeah. Right. So, Mr. Trio, why are some artworks expensive?
Artworks in some way a unique
unique
things Yeah.
Okay.
So the price for the work arts are different. Depends on the reputation of the painter. The cost is much higher or much higher than other ones for us. Um, some for us have has long history, and the painter had died, so it's a um, um, priceless, and the value cannot be determined.
Determined. The value cannot be determined. Yes.
Determined. Uh, uh, so- uh,
Right. But I told you that some people actually they buy it so they can
yeah.
resell later, right? What do you think about this? It
Yeah.
also how makes the
Actually,
artwork more
yeah,
expensive, no?
yeah. Through buying and reselling,
Through
to
buying and
buying
reselling.
and reselling, the cost of
Reselling, not recycling.
reselling, the cost of artworks has been increased a lot.
Has increased. How much has been increased?
Yeah,
The price of artwork increased a lot.
yeah,
Tăng chứ không có bị gia tăng. Giá thành nó tăng chứ không có bị gia tăng. Okay.
yeah,
So the price of artwork increased a lot. Remember that when we talk about increase or decrease, we use the active form of the verb. Mình dùng dạng chủ động của từ khi mình nói về tăng giảm nha.
yeah.
Now, Mr. What do you think? Why are some artworks just expensive? So expensive.
Some artworks are very expensive because the artist's reputation and the rarity of these items. Only something that is admired by many people is short of price for some people. I think this will increase their value. The buying and selling of a masterpiece made it exceptionally valuable. It's for many people who want to own and art that will improve the social standing when other people can see about them and the items that they own.
The items they own.
The item
What about
that
the
they
items they
own
own? Yeah.
with a high price does make them sometimes feel more proud of themselves.
More proud of themselves, I say.
And some artworks is really hard to own. Sometimes it's unique, and that's why when many people want to buy them and wait for the proper moment to buy to sell for others who really want it. It's like a kind of investment. Make the price of that artworks become more and more higher.
Okay, very well now. So, Mr. Trill, please. So, why do some people like to collect famous paintings then? What do you think?
Nowadays, more and more people like to.
Okay, let's just try to use a different word. Don't use nowadays,
Yeah,
because it's a word that a lot of people just use it, people use it a lot already.
yeah.
Let's try in this modern era. Trong thời hiện đại ngày nay, in this modern era,
That's modern
or
era.
you can just say in our current time,
Yeah,
or
more
in
and more.
our modern time,
Yeah, in our modern time. Okay.
or in our modern era,
Yeah.
or in this day and age, trong ngày nay và kỷ nguyên thế này, in this days and age, on this day and sorry, on this day, on this days and age. Okay, or you can just say like recently, gần đây. No, it's not the same thing. Okay, nowadays can still be used. Okay, fine. Just don't use it a lot, okay? And especially for writing, okay? Because nowadays has been used too much, Người ta lạm dụng cái từ nowadays lắm luôn á, đặc biệt người Việt á.
Dễ nói hơn.
Không, nhưng mà như vậy thì nó sẽ làm cho mình giảm điểm số tại vì nó không có điều đặc biệt cả để cho được tăng điểm lên nha.
Yeah, rồi.
Okay, so let's do it again. Why
Okay.
do some people like to collect famous paintings then, Mr. Drew?
In our modern times, more and more people like to collect famous painting. With a famous painting in your hand, that means you are owning a luxury good, and the other can know your level in the society. Mm, a famous painting will show your greatness, and the other will admire you a lot. Uh, to Having famous painting is also a way to mm, buy and resell to earn more money. And famous paintings are rare, and of course they are precious good that everyone want to have. And if the famous painting are displayed in your house, you are the higher level people.
Okay, what do you mean higher level people?
Người thượng
Người có mức
lưu,
cao hơn là sao?
người ở cái đẳng cấp cao anh.
You mean the people of a higher social class, you mean?
Dạ,
Ở một cái địa vị xã hội cao hơn, hoặc là một cái tầng lớp xã hội cao hơn. Yeah, the people of a higher social class often collect famous paintings, yeah?
Yeah.
I do think that is true. What do you think, Mr. Why do some people like to collect famous paintings then?
For me, there are many reasons for this. Sometimes because they appreciate cultural value. Some collectors often have a deep appreciation for art and culture, and owning famous paintings allow them to connect with historical and cultural moments. And another reason is that about investment value, art can be a valuable investment. Famous paintings, especially by famous artists, often appreciated in their value over time and make them more appeal to collector. It's also about status symbol. Artworks can be seen as a status symbol. It's a show wealth, taste, and sophistication, allowing collectors to showcase their status in comment. Other thing I can I can think is that the art of collecting something itself on a unique fascination. Having items that others
Unique fascination. That's a nice way to say. Một cái sự mà wait, you say fascination or obsession? Because
fascination.
obsession is a different word. Obsession. Sự cuồng, một cái sự cuồng rất là độc đáo, hay là một cái sự mà ưa thích đặc biệt. A unique fascination or obsession. To some people, it's an obsession, you know, because some people, they just love to own new things, to possess new things, you know, especially famous paintings. Có một số người họ bị cái tật là cuồng mua đồ á, cuồng sưu tầm. Yep. So, okay, please continue about unique fascination or something.
Yes, because when people earn items that others not possess or rarely possess, this creates a sense of satisfaction.
Really what?
Or rarely.
Rarely or really, careful. Rarely là hiếm khi, really là thật sự là gì đó.
Rarely possess.
I don't understand.
This creates a sense of satisfaction.
It creates a sense of satisfaction, một cái cảm giác mãn nguyện nha. A sense of satisfaction. But I was wondering what verb you are using before that. Em dùng cái động từ trước đó.
Create.
No, before that. Okay, the sentence before that. The sentence before that, what do you say? Cái câu trước em nói gì?
Having item that others do not possess.
Possess. Sở hữu là possess. Nhấn âm 2 nha. Possess. Sở hữu. That other people do not possess. Possess. All right. I think it's good practice for today. A lot of new words. Oh, it's a lot of things. Okay, I hope that it was helpful for you. All right, I think it's good for today now.